Alright guys, it's 101 here, and I'm back. That's right, after 4 months of complete inactivity on my end. Yep, sorry about that. I'm finally done with all my A-level exams, and I am back for some Minecraft stuff. I'm looking forward to doing some builds, doing some recordings. So, first things first, I've started a brand new world. My old world was getting a little bit stale, so I've moved on. And this is here, this is here, this is it. And this is actually my first project of this map. It's a witch farm, as the title probably suggests. But it's a witch farm with a slight twist, and it's got this elevator here. A lot of you will probably know immediately why the elevator's there, but just for those of you who do not, it actually prevents me from needing to explore any of the caves, makes this this usually 10-day project a 10-hour project instead. So yeah, that's a little twist there. Now, just for the benefit of those people who don't know exactly how a witch farm works, what the principles are, I'm going to just get in here and I'll give you a general idea of how it works, just a quick explanation. Okay, up we go. Okay, the basic idea is as follows. Witch huts are special. They're not just special because they're damn difficult to find, they never have a damn witch in them. They're special because the game actually sees them differently. Inside a witch hut, inside the 7 by 9 by however high area of a witch hut, only witches can spawn. So you won't ever find a creeper or a skeleton or a zombie or anything spawning in a witch hut because it's physically not possible. So if we build our mob trap at the correct size directly where the witch hut used to be, that's right, there used to be a witch hut here. You never know, but yeah, if you build a mob trap right where the witch hut used to be, you can build a mob trap which will only spawn witches, and this is actually a good thing to do because witches drop a variety of interesting things. They drop gunpowder, they drop glowstone dust, they drop redstone, they drop sticks and glass bottles and all sorts of things. Just generally useful stuff to have around, and obviously you can use this to farm large quantities of redstone and glowstone for projects and such. So it's a very nice farm to have, it's very useful. Anyway, so a bit about the farm itself. We've got a little hopper timer, it's just a clock basically. We've got an inverter on one side, a repeater on the other, so we have pulse shorteners connected to those two lines. Every now and again the floors simply shift, and the bottom floor has a couple of repeaters on 4 ticks so that it shifts slightly afterwards. The mobs spawn on the floor shifts, they fall through the floor by a glitch. Well, it's not really a glitch, it's just basically how the physics work in this game. They fall into the water, and the water then pushes them over this way. And they get sucked up into this elevator here, which simply lifts them up 30 or so blocks and drops them. And that kills them. Now, you can't actually kill witches any other way reliably. I think you can do it with suffocation actually, but that's quite slow. The problem with witches is they drink potions, so if you throw one into some lava, they'll drink a fire resistance potion, they won't die. If you try to kill them with drowning, they'll probably drink potions of regeneration or something that will prevent them from drowning. So the only way to kill them is to deal enough damage to them in one go that they die immediately, and obviously the best way to do that is to drop them. So they fall down here, they hit the half slabs. Beneath the half slabs we have hoppers which pick up the items and stick them into the item elevator. Now I'm going to do a little bit of explanation as to why the item elevator is here. Again, a lot of people probably figured this out already, but basically in order to understand how this works and prevents me from needing to clear any of the caves, you need to understand a little bit about the way the spawning algorithm works. Basically, when a monster spawns, he spawns anywhere in the area, in a 15 by 15 chunk area, I believe centered on the chunk you're standing in, but that's really inconsequential. The important thing to remember is that mobs which spawn more than 128 blocks from the player immediately disappear as if they'd never spawned at all. So, if you are 128 blocks from the ground, nothing can spawn on the ground, and nothing can spawn in the caves under the ground because you're too far away. And a lot of people like to actually make the false assumption that building a mob trap up in the sky makes it faster. It's not the mob trap being in the sky that makes it faster, it's actually the player. So if we go way up in the sky and we put the collection point at the top of an item elevator, we can avoid needing to explore all the caves. But hang on a minute. Yes, you'll be saying to yourself, hang on a minute, 101. Isn't there a slight problem here? In that the witch hut's on the ground, so nothing's going to spawn in the witch hut. Well, that, my friends, is a degree of precision. It's about precision. It is possible to get the witch hut in range but leave the caves out of range. So you can be far enough away from the caves that they don't spawn anything, but close enough to the witch hut that it does. And this is a testament to how precise that 128 block limit really is. Well, when you think about it, this is a computer. It works based upon numbers. There's no reason for it to be inaccurate for whatever reason. So yeah, that's the reason that's there. And just putting this here shortens, for the cost of some materials to build an item elevator, you negate the cost of needing to light up all of the caves. There are a lot of caves, and lighting up caves is a very tedious, boring task. It made this perhaps a 10-day project into a 10-hour project. I built this over the course of 1 or 2 days. It was that simple. So that's about it for the bottom part. Let's talk a bit about the top part. Be back in just a second. Alright, welcome to the collection area. So yeah, it's a pretty simple building up here. It couldn't be too large because obviously it's very sensitive to the position where you're standing. It's actually been worked out such that if you're standing in the middle of this crafting table, the witch farm is, well, that's how I calculated it. I did Pythagoras' theorem to work exactly how far away the furthest part of the spawning pad is, and as it turns out, this is the best place to stand. Stand a bit further away, like over here, and it won't work quite as quickly. I won't get into all of that, though. Let's talk about the collection room itself. We've got some standard stuff, we've got some furnaces. The furnaces aren't really useful, they're more as decoration than anything else. And we've got the statutory junk chest, which you always end up with at the end of a build. Can't be bothered to bring the stuff back. And last but not least, definitely not least, we have the storage system. And this is completely automatic storage. We've got 4 and a bit double chests here. And you can see they're all connected with hoppers in the back there. And we have, of course, item frames to label them. You can't use signs these days, it has to be item frames. Signs are so yesterday. Anyway, I've been AFK for probably 20-25 hours. I just left it running overnight for a couple of nights, and we have a lot of redstone. And there's some in the hoppers back there, and I have even more back at the base, which I took out of these chests. We also have an absolute ton of glowstone dust to be made into glowstone. Almost enough glowstone dust to make a full double chest of glowstone, which is excellent. Glass bottles. Yep. Round of applause to the first person who can think of a use for 4 double chests of glass bottles. And we've also got gunpowder. So this could be a reasonably good source of TNT early on in the game. Obviously you're going to get a lot more from a mob trap, which I will build, but yep, we've got gunpowder for TNT in the meantime. Spider eyes, great for sort of brewing and stuff, I think. But then again, you're never going to find a use for 4 double chests of them again. Sugar, meh, sticks, not important. And in fact, the sticks are actually full because witches seem to drop twice as many sticks as they drop everything else, which is a bit odd. It might be a bug, I'm not sure. Anyway, the reason that the sticks are full is because obviously they're being dropped twice as much, and that's where this double chest of fences came. Actually, no, there's not a double chest anymore. I must have taken some back to base. Anyway, the item sorting system up the top here. Let's take a look at that. Now this item sorter is a bit non-standard. It's slightly different. It's using this sort of staggered design here, and this is because the standard item sorter actually has a shared redstone line at the back, and this is bad because it means if one of them gets full and the filter hopper here goes from being like this, like it should be, to being full because it's overflowing, then the signal gets stronger and stronger and ends up in enabling the adjacent units as well and causing the entire thing to fail spectacularly. This design, however, we've got a little sort of staggered design here, so all the redstone is separate, so if any one of these overflows, it's no big deal. The excess item simply runs straight over the top and gets spat out in whatever item disposal system you decided to do. So there we go. That's pretty much the whole project. It's quite a rudimentary project, as my projects tend to go. Usually they're a bit bigger than this, but this is a new world, and I haven't got much in the way of resources just yet. Except, of course, redstone. I've got plenty of that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Expect a tutorial on how to build one of these and the exact height at which the floor needs to go based upon where the witch hut is and various things at some point in the near future. That'll be about it for today. I will see you guys next time.